Hi guys, here is a quick unboxing, one I'm actually really excited about. This is I have it on the screen on the side here, the Revolve RC Workstation. So I've been reading about them for like over a year, but I just haven't been able to pull the trigger on them. And I finally got through and ordered in. So I'm going to talk less and open the box more. So this is the size of the box. The reason I'm showing the box is everybody wants to see inside, but how big the box is. So it's one of those medium boxes, USPS, shipped to Hong Kong, and it got to me in 4 business days all the way from Florida. So no more talk, I'm gonna get right into unboxing. Okay, so with everything out of the box, very pleasantly surprised. I see that I was expecting only 1 plate, but I got 3. So I have the truggy size plate for 1/8 truggies. I have which is a large, extra large plate. Then there's the large plate right here for 1/8 scale buggies, and then the medium size plate, which is for 1/8 scale trucks, short course, etc. Really nice. I mean, I haven't ever owned any stand that sort of has this quality, so right away I'm sort of blown out of the water. What I started to open and then stop because I wanted to do this on camera is this, the base of the stand, and it is gorgeous. I mean, you have to hold one of these, and I'll bring it in close for a closer look. So it's got my channel name engraved at the bottom, so RC Maniac, and then Revolve RC, and just I mean, look at this. This is, I'll compare it to some of the other stands that I own, and I don't want to put any other brand down, but I'm just trying to show what the quality of this actual stand is. And anyway, I'll get into that in a second. These are the shock holders on the side that go on the side. So if you look at, well, right over there, you can see the shock holders on the side, and you can visit the website on yourself, and I'll put a link down below as to how to get in touch with Randy, again, who's the owner. Has been fantastic. I think that when you buy something, I think customer experience is the #1 thing, and there's no pressure. And he said he wasn't selling his product, but he asked me what it was for, what scale RCs I run, and I knew this was the right product for me. So a bag of extras, a lot of stuff. So I see tools in here, I see the holding pins, I see springs, I see a bunch of stuff. So let me go put this together and then come back in a minute and tell you what I think. Okay, after about 2 minutes or less, I managed to put the stand together, put one of the plates on top. So just to give you a look underneath and what's going on, so I'll zoom in over here real quick so you can have a look at the mechanism that's holding everything together. And pardon me for moving things back and forth, but I want you to get a good idea of what this is. Now, there's a ball joint over here, so again, I'll just move this forward so you can have a better look. And the ball joint is, if you've ever used a professional camera tripod, it's very similar to that. So very fluid movement. It's got a quick release here on the side, and it rotates so you can loosen it up. And this goes at pretty much any angle that you could possibly imagine to work on your RC. So let me just zoom back out, and here we go. So if you wrench on your car, I think that, just the quality of this thing. I mean, it's very high grade, high quality. It locks in any imaginable position. So I'm going the wrong way. Very gentle. It just takes a little bit to lock it in, and it doesn't move. I mean, I have plates rubbing against each other, but that's pretty much it. Quick release. Bring it over here. Just to show you a bit more about the bottom plate. Here we go. So this is, again, it is, my channel name. Sorry, the lighting. At the bottom, Revolve RC, just a really great stand. Now, I have a bunch of extras in here, so I have the aluminum shock holders, the stand on the side, It comes with a bunch of screws, as you can see over here. And this pretty much just bolts down wherever you want it. I mean, if you're not always building shocks or such, then what you can do is you can put your tools in here. Right? You can put whatever you want. I've got, Randy was nice enough to throw 2 of them in here for me. Tons of extra parts, locking tabs, adjustable locking tabs, fixed locking tabs. First impressions now, I haven't used this. I've only heard and read a lot about this. It feels like $1 million. It feels like the money you've paid for. I read a great statement on the testimonials there. This is the last RC stand you'll ever buy. I think that with these extra plates, and you know, Randy does say that, you know, if you can only afford 1 plate at the beginning, and I mean they're not ridiculously expensive, and I'll get into the costs in a minute, is that if your RC, you know, doesn't fit this way, you can put it on this way. And again, this thing rotates and clips on any way you want it to. So if this is how you're gonna wrench on your RC, then this is how you're gonna wrench on it. And if this is how you're gonna wrench on it, then that's just the way it is. So what I'm gonna do is I've put the XL plate on. I'm gonna throw one of my RCs on each one of these stands, or at least one of these stands for now, and then I'm gonna get into how it looks and feels. Now, if you've bought multiple plates, this version, as I mentioned before, is a prototype. So at the bottom, what he's done here is, these are quick release tabs. And the purpose of this is that you don't have to screw anything on and off. You pretty much, it's really simple. There's a mechanism right here. There you go. I mean, you can't break this thing. This is great. I mean, I thought this would come apart now. But this is the quick release tab. You open it up, the top plate slides right off, and boom, you put the other one on. It doesn't get any easier than that. And if you're working on multiple cars, RCs, trucks, buggies, what have you, this is what you need. You don't have time to get out a screwdriver and start wrenching to take a plate off and wrenching to take another plate on, especially if you're at the pit. There's limited time, multiple RCs, and I don't care if you're the driver, if you're, what is the word I'm looking for? The mechanic or engineer, or whatever you want to call them. This is convenient, and it's just that simple. So again, less talk. Let me throw an RC on here, and then we'll cut back to this. But the quick release tabs are not in production yet. I think they're just starting to roll out for January 2015. Again, I'll put all the details at the bottom. You know, I know that they've gone through multiple testing to get this right the first time, and now they're taking it to the next level with these quick release tabs. So give me a sec to put one of my RCs on one of these stands, and then I'll tell you how it feels and how tightly it locks down and if we can actually wrench on it or not. Okay, I'm back. I wanted to try this, and I was so hesitant when I was doing it. This is my Thunder Tiger MT4 G3. You do not get 8-scale monster trucks bigger than this. I mean, sure, Truggies, the D8T is probably a little longer and wider. Little chassis, yeah, maybe. And maybe ½ inch longer, or give or take if you own a D8T as well and you're shooting me down, that's fine. But this thing is a beast. This is my arm, all right? And that is the size of this truck. I have not even used the adjustable locking tabs, which are these ones right here. I have just used the placement tabs. So they're going to be these little guys. I'm going to zoom in a second. But I just want to show you what this thing can do. All right? This thing weighs more than my son does. There we go. Okay. I don't even have space to rotate this thing. It's that huge. Look at that. And I'm going to take the top off just so that you can see what's going on here. And look at that. You can do anything you want, and this guy isn't going anywhere. Look at that. Look at that. I've let it loose. Nothing going on. I mean, I'm breaking stuff on my table, but that's it. No hands. All right? So I can turn this around like I'm running out of space and my table's hitting everything, so I need a bigger table. But I can lean this towards me and work on it, no issues, right? I don't even have the adjustable locking tabs, but since this is one of the major RCs that I work on, you know what? Let's give it let's lock it down and give it a shake and see how this thing holds up. So I'm not even locking it down very tight. I'm locking it down part of the way. And let's give it a shake. That's my chassis Nothing. It's not going anywhere. I should actually put a LiPo in here and run this thing. I need more space. Unbelievable. I mean, this was the make or break for me. And if you look at how much space, oh God, I don't have enough space on this table. But if you look at how much space you're left to play with on this side, I've got about, well, I can't see, hang on. My tires are going to pop off, but I'll try to show you. Look at the amount of space I have left over on this side and on that side. So even if you're running a D8T, you're not going beyond any of these points. And these are the locking tabs I was talking about. So let me try and zoom in on them. There you go. You get a better look. I got to move the whole thing. But this thing is just, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's worth it just for this alone, right? So this right here is one of the locking tabs, 1 and 2. Right, I'm going to throw the adjustable locking tabs on the next RC I put on. So I think I'm going to put my short course down here, and you can see how amazing this stand really is. I mean, just look at it. This is, I know they say keep one hand on your RC when moving it around, but this thing is, it's not going anywhere. Yeah, so it's not going anywhere. So let me loosen this up again and show you. I had a couple of locking tabs that I put loose by mistake myself, and that's just the note. I think I didn't screw them all the way down, but here you go. Look at that. I haven't bolted it down again. I mean, this thing, I can't say enough right now, and I just got this thing. I really need to put it through its paces to see how it goes, but look at that. All right, it's not. It just won't move. Here, forget. I won't hold the stand. All right. It's not going anywhere. I want to put a LiPo in here and run it, which I will probably for my review video. But I'm going to put this through a couple of torture tests and see how this does. I am actually lost for words. So let's get this off here. Let's get another plate on, and let's see how that goes. And we'll be back in a sec. Okay, so here's the medium-sized plate with my 10 scale Losi SCTE. Sitting on top. What I've done differently here is, again, let me zoom in, is that I've put in the adjustable locking tabs. So I've put in, give you a better look, not that they're needed, because just with the fixed locking tabs, there's no need for them. But if you're paranoid, you know, it's great. So the adjustable locking tabs come in, you pick them up like this, if I'm doing this right, and you lock them onto the chassis. Same thing on the top. Bring them up, over. I think I put the wrong ones. Yeah, no, that's it. So let me give you another angle on this. So that's the locking tab. If you can see it, I'm not zoomed it out too far. So if you focus right here, locking tab like so, you lift it up and put it the way around. Again, I think my camera angle needs to be changed. So here we go. Again, a little more zoom. Never hurt anyone. So around and up. Yeah, so again, there's so much flexibility with this RC stand, or workstation is probably a better term to use for this, is that, you know, right now I can't say anything bad about it. And if I think that I want to wrench on something and I want to move it around, it's not going anywhere. I think these are added security measures, the adjustable locking tabs, because once you have the fixed tabs in place, this RC is not going anywhere. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the next 3 weeks or so with the holidays and stuff, maybe 4. I'll do a 1-month review on this and let you know what I think. The good parts are, one is, I mentioned earlier, the experience of just, it's just in another class altogether, right? What I would say is, if you have questions about this, call the number on the website listed below. The owner again, Randy, extremely helpful, extremely nice guy. He'll walk you through what you need. You know, he'll customize whatever you need, and you'll get something that is probably the best tool in your RC arsenal, collection, kit, whatever you want to call it. You know, this gives me just so much peace of mind that I can work on these trucks. I can move them around. I can, you know, put them any which way I want. I mean, think of an angle, and it's going to sit there. It's not going anywhere, right? So there's not much. I have the Revolve RC website in the background, but what I really want to focus on is, you know, the RC itself. The price point. Okay, so you're looking to spend about, I think, about $149 for one plate and the stand. I'm gonna do something else while I talk about this, only because I don't want to waste a lot of time with people sitting watching my hands flare around. It's the price that you pay once and you're over and done with. It's an investment, just like any of your kits. You're not going to want to sell this, I can tell you now. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the quick release and how that works. And the reason being is that it's really simple. I mean, if I can figure it out, how anyone can figure it out, right? So the quick release, there's a tab back here. I'll zoom in even more. Here we go. So you pinch it and move it like this, and it comes off. That's it. That's all there is to it. See? I'll lock it into place so you can see how it works. You know, it's even this is high quality. I mean, this is probably the only plastic part in here, but it's high quality. Again, you want to lock it in. I'm going to pull it up so I can see it myself a bit. You bring it back, literally push it in. I can't even get my eyes on it right now, but I can't even see it right now. And I think I've got it. Hopefully, if I get my finger in there, boom, done. It's in there. See? I mean, if I can do it without looking at it, I think you guys can too. So overall, this is where I sort of cut out. I think great RC stand, worth every penny, if not more. If you have any questions, post them down below. If you know what RCs I own and you want me to see them up on here, ask me the question. I know that these are this is a prototype, so they're not on sale right now, but if you speak to Randy, I'm sure he can hook you up. If you're shipping overseas, now I live in Hong Kong, even if you order a bottle of water here and have it shipped, it costs an arm and a leg. Randy's shipping, he absorbs a lot of the cost. When you get the box, you'll see what you paid for shipping is about, what he's paid on your behalf is about 30% more. So he absorbs the cost. He's somebody who's passionate about what he's selling. I think this is something that should sit with anybody who loves the hobby. If you're into surface hobby, this is your RC stand. I do not promote products that I don't think are great. You won't see, there's a lot of things that I own, but I don't do, I'll shoot the video and then I won't post it on YouTube. The reason being because I don't think that it's worth it. With this, I think you can't go wrong. So if you have any questions, post them down below. If you want any of my RCs on here and you want to see them, you want me to put lipos in and run them with lipos on, let me know. If you have any questions, again, my feedback's always honest. Let me know. Again, thanks for watching. Do subscribe if you haven't already. Ask as many questions as you want. I'm gonna put Randy on, if he's okay with it or has the time, I don't know, as one of the administrators for this video. So if there are any questions that are more technical and I can't answer them, he can answer on his behalf because it is his product. If there's anything else, let me know. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I should be back with a review video very shortly. Bye.